Night Challenger, and this is Steady Tempo. Yes, as you can see, we have no Ayana. We have to make sure Ayana gets her study time and keeps up the good grades because she's a senior, and that's the senior life. They gotta make sure they pass and keep it going. So examples for me and for others. On this week of Steady Tempo, we took the time to interview the one and only Mr. Dion Parson. So I hope you enjoy. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the one and only Mr. Parson. So hi, Mr. Parson.
Hi,
How are you?
I am great.
So please give our viewing audience a background history.
Well, we're sitting here in the office, the music office at Charlotte Amalia High School. It's just bringing back memories for me. I was here, I graduated here in 1985. So spent a lot of time here. My most memorable moments here was the inception of the CHS Jazz Band. I remember how that came about. Myself, Kelly Charleswell, the guitar player, Cleve Malone, Derek Roebuck, the piano player, Monet Davis was playing piano also, Galen George was on saxophone, Russell Ford was on trumpet. We used to hang out and practice in the band room, and I kind of pick songs off of recordings and rewind the cassette tapes. And cassette tapes. And, Professor Venzen was the band director at the time, and he used to come in and peep in and listen to us. And after a while, he's like, "It's coming together. If you get these songs together, I'll put you guys in a spring concert." And we worked at it after school and ended up in the spring concert. And when we came back in the fall, he's like, "Great, we have a jazz band. It meets after school." And that's how the jazz band started. And I was the president of the jazz band. I was the vice president of the concert band my time here in high school. So it was a lot of fun. Yeah.
Okay, because I was just about to ask you, so you basically created the jazz band?
Well, I was one of the
it's a
creators. It was a group
group
effort.
effort,
We just
yeah.
used to stay after school and just play. We all were, very, involved in our instruments, and we just wanted to play. And we didn't have a jazz band at the time, and we wanted to do other things besides the concert band and stuff. And
So did you see yourself coming back to the school where it all started, talking to the students?
Yes. One of the facts about my life is, ever since I graduated in '85, I came home every year. And I would donate instruments. I've donated, I think, about 9 drum sets, a number of horns and stuff. And I developed a relationship with Dorican also. So I used to go out there and work with his students, and I used to go to the junior high schools also. I always knew I had to come home. It was refreshing for me. It was a time to rejuvenate, charge the battery, come home, eat some fish and Fuji, and
Yes.
go to the beach, sit in the sun, hang out with my friends. It was something that I needed. I knew that I needed that, just the way I was brought up. Home became, part of my inspiration. So I didn't know what capacity 30 years later I would be home, being the chair of Communication Arts, Theater and Music Department at UVI, but I didn't foresee all of that. But I knew I would be home on a regular basis.
So just now earlier you were talking to the students, basically the instrumentalists of the CHS Music Department, about the benefits of UVI because there is free tuition, and also explain the audition requirements for the VI Youth Ensemble. So, and you also mentioned that home inspired you. So when exactly did you decided to create the VI Youth Ensemble program?
The VI Youth Ensemble program came about, again, through my many visits here. And I was teaching in New Jersey, actually, at a place called NJ Pack. And it was a Jazz for Teens program. I've done another number of stuff in Greece and Italy and a couple other places. I was working and mentoring students there. And after I met my wife, Nicole, 2006, we were talking about the different options that I had in my life. And the VI Youth Ensemble, that idea came up at that time based on my trips at home and the different things I was trying to do. Around 2006 was the time that we started having that discussion about the VI Youth Ensemble. My decision to move back home came after I started back at UVI. I started at UVI in 2012 as an artist in residence for 3 years, and then I became the director of music for 2 years, and then now it's my second year it's my first year rather, my second semester as a chair of the department. And around that time, 2012, was when the VI Youth Ensemble officially started here in the Virgin Islands.
So what would you say is the biggest accomplishment so far for the VI Youth Ensemble?
Wow, there's been a lot of, there's been many accomplishments that we've had. Consistency. We've had a little delay with the last program because of the hurricanes, but being able to still reach out. I've been mentoring a number of students through that process still, and the students that have graduated through the program, LJ, Brad Witt, and Uriel Rogers, and Sharon Williams, and Jai Ray, and Kashan, and those guys, we've now created the VI Jazz Collective. The continuum aspect of the program has shown to be very successful. The other success that I think we have is a twofold success. One is that, I can see the progress in the students and how serious they are and how much they take this information to heart, that they are becoming more proficient on that level, to the point that this year we had 9 incoming freshmen at UVI, and 6 of them came out of the VI Youth Ensemble. So that's a very major accomplishment, I think. Yeah.
What is your connection with the 21st Century Band?
That's an interesting question. The 21st Century Band, I'm the co-founder of the 21st Century Band. We were founded, the band was created December 18th, 1998. Ron Blake and I decided to put a Caribbean project together to feature and showcase the talent of the Virgin Islands along with our cultural foundation. So we came up with this idea of putting this template together, and we wrote music for it, and we went into the studio on that day and did our first recording. A couple of years after that, I became the sole leader of the band, and have been running the band since. It's always been a passion of mine to have a Caribbean jazz group. Caribbean music is very popular, soca, calypso, on that level, and I love jazz, and I've been making my living playing jazz. And the idea of putting those two elements together has been a challenge, but it's been a dream of mine.
Have you ever sat down one day and think of yourself as your 12-year-old version, and look at all the accomplishments you've made and how many people you've influenced? How does that make you feel?
I need to go think about that.
Because you're very influential to these young musicians like me. You pushing for UVI jazz aspect of the department. Have you ever really sat down and think wow, you have done a lot of things for the Virgin Islands?
Thank you first of all, but I really don't think about that. I have a lot of ideas and thoughts in my head, and I see things that that can help and better our musical environment or the school or students. The UVI situation for me is personal. I attended UVI the first time when I was 12 years old. I was in junior high school, and Dr. Trotman took me down there to meet a guy by the name of Dr. Lawrence McClellan, who was then, him and his wife, Gloria, at the time, she was his wife at the time, they had just developed the program down there. And I was playing trombone, and I went there. Dr. Trotman took me down there and introduced me to him, and I started taking trombone lessons from him. And I stayed at UVI playing trombone in the concert band, and then later on switching to drums and playing in the jazz band. Even though I never graduated from UVI, I got accepted at UVI on a full scholarship. But I didn't go to UVI because I went to Rutgers instead. When I was in high school, the Rutgers University jazz professors came to the Virgin Islands and did a concert. And it was the first time in my life I heard live jazz. My goal here is to assist any way I can to making UVI the best HBCU that we can make it be, and the best university here in the Virgin Islands to serve our community. I have an issue about quality, and that's part of it.
Yeah, okay.
When I see and hear stuff, I want it to be the best. The teachers I've had, even here, Professor Venzen, Ms. Francis, Dr. Trotman, they always wanted the best. I was always told, if you're not going to put your best effort forward, don't even consider doing it.
That's true.
So what do you have to say for young musicians like us?
I would say live your dream. Being a musician is not an easy task. The more knowledgeable you are on your instrument, your talent it'll open up a lot of doors for you. Be confident in what you know. Don't be arrogant. The only thing worse than ignorance is arrogance. Look at the things you learn from your mentors. I've had a lot of great mentors, and each one of them would always say to me, don't just listen to what I say, put it to test. And if I'm wrong, come back and tell me I was wrong. Let's find a way to fix it. If I'm right, take the information you need and keep moving forward. We're not going to always do the right thing. We may make mistakes along the way, but being able to acknowledge that and fix them, especially when students that's looking up to you and dependent on you, to be able to fix those mistakes along with your students, I think that's the key thing. So that's what I would say. Just make sure you're on top of your stuff.
That's all we have for you today.
That's all you have for me today?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're more than welcome. I'm glad I could be part of this. And, if you need any more information, let me know. Thank you both.
Thank you.
All right.
Hello to all. My name is Janai Challenger, and I am vying for the one and only title of Miss Steady. Yes, Miss CAHS is coming up. So to do a little recap, the Mighty Marching Hawks performed for the CAHS pep rally that recently passed, and we were prepping for the contestants of Miss CAHS. I know a lot of you are looking forward for CAHS Mighty Marching Hawks performance for MLK Day Parade, but unfortunately, we were cancelled. So we had to march at home. But don't worry, come out this Saturday to see the Mighty Marching Hawks perform for the Little League Parade. Hey, do you want to be a part of the Steady Tempo family? You mean the Steady Tempo family? Yes, the Steady Tempo family. Yeah, sure, I'm interested. Where do I sign up?
Phone number,
No, you
email
can,
address,
you can
what?
come to Charlotte Amali Music Department and ask for Ariana or Janaya. Ariana Anthony or Janaya Challenger. Yeah, anyone is welcome. You can become a member, you can become a member, you can become a member. If you want to be a part of the Steady Tempo family, come anytime. Sign up your name, talk to me, talk to Ayana, and just let us know you want to be a part of the family. I guarantee you will have an incredible experience. Now this concludes the episode of Steady Tempo. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, share. Like what was said in the previous episode, new year, new groove, to expect a lot of new and fun upcoming things from CAHS Music Department. Bye guys!